Good night, faithful viewers. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to tonight, July 26th, exciting edition of the Almost Daily Shush. I'm your host with the roast, Patrick. Happy birthday, Marley. Daddy loves you. Tonight's news, much to my dismay, starts off with a crime report. First up, earlier this week, the heat wave really bothered two men as they entered into a heated argument. The argument led to a fist fight, meaning they made punch up each other. But things got even hotter when one of the men, a taxi driver, gone in his car for a machete and then chopped the other man. The brawl didn't end until an off-duty police officer fired warning shots in the air. Now, according to our sources, the men may argue over taxi prices. One was complaining that he was being charged an arm and a leg, and, well, the other one tried to cut off the other man's arm and a leg. Need a cool front for calm down this country. Now, in a truly disturbing trend, tacos vendors in Belize City have been targeted by worthless people who have been robbing them of their day sales. Now, this just wrong, man. Some of the people wake up from like 2 o'clock in the morning to prepare our favorite on-the-go breakfast meal. Although a few of the tacos vendors rob us by putting on a lot of meat on the tortilla and then wipe off our light, but this is simply inexcusable and pathetic. So the next time when I go buy tacos and the person bicycle cat got burger bars on it, I hope you guys can understand. And now, we take a short detour into politics. This week, the Orange Walk Town Council faced off with the National Sports Council over the usage of the People's Stadium in Orange Walk for this week's Fiesta-rama. According to the Sports Council, the Orange Walk Town Council owed them for last year's Fiesta drama. But according to Mayor Kevin Bernard, nothing no go so. We have received a leaked video of the Orange Walk Mayor and a Sports Council representative arguing about the monies allegedly owed. Check it out. Alright. When I look at things, they just made argue for argue's sake. And I'm happy to report that they have come to an agreement and that Fiesta drama will go on uninterrupted. P.S. Guess who will be their very handsome host? See you there. Sticking with the political news, I have an update on a story we reported on a few weeks ago. You may recall that after the recent municipal elections, the PUP challenged the results of the election in San Pedro. Of course, because the UDP won by a slim margin and they claimed tampering. Sound like sour grapes, true? Anyway, this week the Supreme Court ruled that nothing was wrong with the results and that the UDP Town Council will remain in office. We here at the Daily Shush have been told that the court's decision has not shocked anyone, not even the PUP. They have lawyers on retention full-time, and for them job descriptions simply read, rail up for everything, issue a press release twice a week, and challenge everything, just to keep the PUP in the spotlight. Apparently, they may even challenged the Queen of the Bay results and took the government to court when Double Art me playing a bolido. Oh, man. All right. Viewers, I started today's news with crime, and I really can't end without commenting on a true tragedy that occurred over the weekend. On Sunday, a toddler and her mother were both innocently shot after gunmen opened fire on their home. Unfortunately, the baby girl did not make it. Belize, we really and truly have to do better than this. In addition to reporting crime and cooperating with the police, we have to be more honest with each other. The difficult, uncomfortable conversations are required. For example, son, I love you, but if they out on the street, they hurt people, you can't live in my house no more. And for the individuals involved in crime, your victims aren't only those who you target, but also those who become targets, all because of you. Do better. On that note, we go for our first commercial break, then return with Bexness Stop a Bexness.
The outlook for the 2018 hurricane season predicts a slightly above average season, and RF&G Insurance encourages you to take no chances. Be sure to check your hurricane supplies kit and review your family emergency plan. Cut overgrown and dead branches from trees. Have an evacuation plan and know where shelters are. Secure all important documents. Have a plan for your pet in the event you have to seek shelter outside of your home. Keep in mind that while a hurricane plan is important, an insurance policy from RF&G Insurance gives you the confidence that your home and possessions are well taken care of. Did you know that in 2017, insurance payments for hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria are already over $100 billion for damages to properties in the Caribbean and the United States? Ensure that your home or business is protected. Visit us today at our office on 1 Coney Drive, Belize City, or an RF&G agent near you. Let us help you to get it right this hurricane season. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Do you like to build? Then do it with Benny's. The tool room at Benny's has all the tools you need to do the job right. From hand tools to power tools, we have the brands you can trust. Black & Decker, Stanley, DeWalt, and Hilti. Do what you were born to do. Do it with Benny's.
Good night, everyone. Welcome to tonight's edition of the Divorce and Foreign News. I am your host, Patrice. Before I start the Foreign News segment, I want to make one little complaint. I know the police say that major crimes they done, and I don't want to be the one to raise up the stats them again. But I have a major crime to report. This weekend, I'm going to do my own laundry since I'm a single father now. I gone inside to answer the phone. They hope the heartens, but I'm a sucking tropical swan know about when they will get for their money. Like I make out of that. Cha! Anyway, after I tell them to come back and take for their big screen TV, I come back outside to pin up my clothes and I find that some of the thief me good jars. That one me bad. I may save up money and buy the jars from a Spanish lady at the market last Christmas. I don't want to make no big fuss, But if anybody see me jazz, please make a know and I will drop a little reward. In the meantime, I know the answer no question about what I wear right now. But I hope I don't catch draft. Anyways, news time. Greece is a country that always there on TV, especially when it comes to Spartan movies. In fact, my grandson Junior actually think Greece is a mythical place. Well, this week, Greece is in the news, and it's not for a good reason. Deadly wildfires has been scorching two cities, Athens and Mati. In Mati, some residents reported that they have thought they were simply driving through smoke, when all of a sudden, they noticed fire next to their car, forcing them to jump out and run towards the sea. So far, the authorities have estimated that at least 80 people have died due to the inferno. I sincerely offer my condolences to them. Even though we have some killer heat wave in Belize, wildfires have a whole lot of seriousness. Next up, as you may have heard, the Tour de France is underway. This is the most popular international bike race. Some of the world's top riders up and down like they no got no sense, just to win one yellow jersey. And millions of people tune in to see the riding and sweating. Well, this year, some people decided to humbug the riders by throwing stuff at the riders as they pass by. This caused police to pull out their pepper spray and spray the protesters. Now, that might sound good, but the pepper spray ran right into some of the riders' faces, causing the race to be paused for almost 20 minutes. Imagine that, no sir? Rowdy protesters throw grass and water at you, but the police were supposed to be on your side, end up the pepper spray. Me glad me and my whole bike never did go ride that the race again. And for my final foreign news for today, scientists have had another breakthrough as it relates to HIV and AIDS. They have developed a drug that has so far prevented uninfected persons from catching AIDS when they have sex with an infected person. I just need to make uno know. No scientist, doctor, dentist, or veterinarian could have convinced me to test out that the drug. Now what this look like? I have a smooth cat, yes, but I got no 9 lives to live. And all of the young people, when they watch this, no go practice no foolishness. Remember, it will be sweeter if you wrap up your Peter. Or, don't be silly, protect your willy. Well, that is it for me for the news today. I have to hurry, go home, go change, and get ready for couples counseling at 9 p.m. tonight. If all goes well, I'll have good news to go the next week. Until then, bye-bye.
Hiya, folks. Yup, it's our favorite time of the day, Bex o'clock. And it's time for me to comment on where you Bex about today. Last week's Bexness, that me mostly about food. This week, we have to leave it to everything. Tonight's Bex report starts off with something where they trend a lot lately, fake news. And when it comes to fake news in Belize, one specific online media house always get accused of breaking fake news. Listen to what this Facebook user shared. I think it's about time we all stop using as a credible source of news. This here is an article they posted with absolutely no reference to their statistics. Belize has the lowest level of literacy, the highest level of school dropouts, the highest level of unemployment, the highest level of teenage pregnancy. This is just making things worse than they seem, and sad to say, a lot of people will believe the misinformation in this post. I can tell you firsthand that cost of living in Belize is not the highest, even in the region, and definitely not the world. Corruption, dangerous crimes, and all the others is high in many places, and Belize is certainly not the worst. Why do we insist on painting a negative picture of our nice little country? Somebody please ask the staff of and while on the ask, tell them to delete their whole page and fire themselves, because they're too big and stupid. Uno get one F for participation. No, that's definitely not one fake criticism. In fact, I really agree with everything he said. In this second Bexness, we move into more criticisms of the public transportation. This Facebook user shared this. Dear, kindly inform your driver of number 2 that stopping on the highway to let off passenger ranks about 8 on the stupidity scale, 10 being the highest. But that wasn't his only offense. This idiotic driver came to a full stop on the top of a hill, almost on the Beaver Dam Bridge, a blind spot for people coming from behind. What the f***? Yes, he had on his hazard lights. So, thanks for trying to inform people that you're a hazard to humanity and good sense. But that's a 50 on the stupidity scale. Please, please, please stop practice. People are coming 50 to 60 miles per hour, not knowing that a umpteenth bad words driver have a whole smoker dusty bus parked on the road to let off a customer. Where if you do? Slam my brakes and get slammed into from behind? Slam into your rusty tetanus bus? Or swerve into incoming traffic? I've had to hold my composure since 9:43 a.m. when that happened, but I'm eating my food with a frown. Clearly, I'm still bothered. I'm fed up with these bus drivers. I will literally spend my annual salary to get an injunction against their buffoons. Sir, you not even have to spend your salary for legal action. Just set up a GoFundMe page for this, and I sure whole of Belize want to donate money to these cars. You know, I also put blame on some of the passengers. They wait till the bus reach exactly front of the lamppost, if you have a bus stop. With the speed where the bus to travel and the rustiness of the brakes pad, it's almost impossible for them to come to and stop right away. So the bus will lift off the lady from Beaver Dam Bridge, must have made the try best brakes from Hattieville. The passenger must have to walk back. Anyways, everybody begs along with you. Now, we haven't seen a pizza Bexness since the cigarette pizza and the 7-slice pizza. We had the whole country Bex. But tonight, we have another one to report. This Facebook user, who by the way is a self-proclaimed foodie, posted this. I usually post only big ups, but this isn't one. Heading home, I got that pizza craving. So, I pull into the parking lot of a pizza place I've supported several times and had bigged up too. The sign on the door says, closes at 9. I look at the time, 8:47. I'm lucky. Not. The young lady that was behind the register suddenly popped up at the door and flipped the sign to close. Didn't even say a word. She just strolled back to her cash register. Was 13 minutes to closing too late for business? Or business so good? 2 more pizzas is nothing, but my business she didn't want. I guess she won't see me no more. Well, I will definitely be more than a Bex me ballet. Remind me of that commercial where I said, oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quick. And now, we have a Bexness with a really and truly one whole movie. Listen to this. Okay, so I watch individuals post and some even complain about the service of these Ladyville bus companies, and I just looked on and liked a few comments here and there. But last night and today's experience with these bus owners is just trash. So, last night I was waiting on Vernon Street for the 9 p.m. Ladyville bus, last bus, like 9:02. I noticed that the bus was not coming as it normally does, so I walked over to Pong Yard and there was no bus. Okay, cool. Now I'm here and I already figured that the bus had left. So, this young man who was standing at the bus stop told me I missed it because it left before 9. What the hell? A taximan was there and I asked him to drop me to meet the bus, hoping it would be between Belize City and Belama. Fast forward to me meeting what was supposed to be the 9 o'clock bus at the Puma gas station in Ladyville, 9:19. I paid $50 for the taxi. Now this morning I called and spoke to a lady who I suppose is the manager, and this lady was so stupid. First of all, when I asked to speak with Mr. she made it clear that he has a private number and I cannot speak with him unless it was through he. Second, I then explained to her that the 9 bus left before time and I had to catch a taxi who charged $50 for me to reach home, and basically wanted to know how and if I was going to get back any reimbursement. She basically had no interest in getting my name or number and just kept saying, well, and well. And I honestly had to hang up on her because there was no effort from her part with trying to understand or comprehend that I spent $48.50 more than what I should have because of failure of an employee not sticking to what the bus schedule is. To these Ladyville bus companies, not because their service is a necessity to the community means that you should just be unbothered about the complaints and concerns of the people who contribute to your wealth on a daily basis. And try get some better PR people to answer the company phone. We contribute too much to deal with this crap. I'll catch my breath leaving. Alright. I seriously have to woo-saw after reading that. First of all, $50 to catch a taxi to Ladyville, and I want to protest when they charge me $10 from downtown to Belama. Man, I'm going to have to put that bus ride, man, lay away. And for the bus company, very compassion. Unlike your passengers, I sure $50 wouldn't hurt. Plus, that won't in the wrong again. If I have to report one more Bexness from buses that Belize, me, Patrice, and all the way Hall of Fame Bexologist, we protest front a terminal. Now, just a little word of advice. If you're watching this live and already 8:30, I would advise her for her to go wait for the 9 o'clock bus. Because I have a feeling that, I take off from 8:40, so. Viewers, well, that's it for today's Bexness. I will have more for you next Thursday. We now go to tonight's edition of The Weekend Vibes by Jeeves.
Welcome to RFNG Insurance's educational series. Our aim is for you to understand insurance and how it works. Today, we will be discussing the importance of insuring your contents. Most homeowners' insurance policies don't automatically cover the contents of your house. Content insurance is insurance that pays for damages to or loss of your personal possessions while located in your home. It is important to have enough insurance to cover everything. Go through every room and make a list of what you have and take photos. You might be surprised at how much stuff you have. Make sure the amount that you're insuring for will be enough to cover the replacement cost of all items in your home. You might need to declare valuable items separately to the insurance company. Some policies don't cover these items or limit how much you can claim to replace them. A valuable item might be paintings, and other valuable pieces of art such as carvings, statues, etc., as well as jewelry and watches. Thanks for joining us. If you need more information or clarification on the topics we have covered, contact us at 223-5734. RFNG Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Good night, viewers, and welcome to this week's edition of The Weekend Vibes. I'm your host, Jeeves. Tonight, I share with you all the big bashes, club events, and entertainment options lined up for the weekend. Since the month officially ends early next week, this weekend is still considered end of the month, meaning lots of action. The biggest event on this weekend's calendar is Fiesta-Rama, taking place in Sugar City, Orange Walk Town. This two-day event, taking place on Saturday and Sunday, caters to everyone. From games, mechanical rides, and giveaways for the children, to a car show, tacos eating competition, and drinks for the adults, Fiesta-Rama promises to be muy fun y caliente. And if you haven't heard, this year it will be hosted by Patrick Perfy, who also hosts the almost daily Shush. And if you plan to go to Fiesta-Rama, be sure to look out for the crew from Dares for Dollars, who will be giving away huge bucks to brave persons willing to complete easy dares. I saw their last show and they really act as if money grows on trees, so be sure to check them out. Moving down to Belize City, several family-friendly functions will be taking place. The first is the Restore Belize Peace in the Parks event on Saturday. The action takes place from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Yabra Green next to Wesley College. There will be bouncy houses, raffles, basketball tournaments, massage, and even manicure booths. This is definitely a very timely and appropriate event, one which I hope is spread all across Belize City to promote positivity, healthy living, and anti-violence. Another fun event taking place in Belize City will be If the Pin Never Bend Summer Showcase, hosted by the Institute of Creative Arts. Children who participated in their creative arts camp will be entertaining attendants at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts at 5 p.m. Saturday night. And just to mention, If the Pin Never Bend is a collection of stories from some of Belize's best writers. So the play should be very fun, especially if you like Anansi and Tata Duende. I wonder if our young ones know about Tata Duende. That used to be our version of horror movies when I was in primary school. Moving to Belmopan, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. sharp, there will be a women's empowerment brunch hosted by Belmopan Active Youths in association with the Dare Teenage Girls Movement. The brunch will feature a panel of prominent women leaders who will be sharing their experiences, thoughts, and advice as it relates to issues affecting women in Belize. Entrance is free and food will be provided. In the evening, the Belmopan Active Youths, who are very active youths, will be hosting an under-21 basketball all-star event. This entertaining, family-friendly function brings to an end their under-21 basketball tournament. It will take place Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. at the Hilltop Basketball Court. There will be a three-point shootout, skills challenge, a dunk contest, and then the coaches will challenge the all-star team for bragging rights. And you don't know, if a coach gets crossover, the video going viral. As usual, when it's a heat wave like the one we're barely surviving right now, I encourage you to take a road trip to a beach or coastal community. Waterfalls are in abundance, all of down south seems to have beaches, and the Keys are only a short boat ride away. Of course, be safe on the road as always, and make sure you and the family are hydrated. And before I forget, Belize City residents, the Electricity Limited has announced that there will be a power outage scheduled for Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. This will affect most of Southside Belize City, but the outage is required to make necessary upgrades. So make sure you have your cold cups and your popsicles ready from the day before. That's it for today's edition of the Weekend Vibes. Be safe and have an enjoyable weekend. Thanks for joining me. Patrick, back to you.
Thank you, viewers, for tuning in once again. It's always a pleasure being in front of the camera to entertain you, our loyal viewers. If you have not done so as yet, kindly remember to like us on Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, and High Five. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at ColorblindBZ. If you have shush or Bexness that you want us to report, you can send us a WhatsApp or a text to the Shush hotline at 636-36. We will be back here again next Thursday, same time, same place. Until then, good night.